Hello, this is It's Just Boxing. I want to talk a little bit about Elijah Cummings, who passed away October 17th, 2019. Elijah Eugene Cummings was an American politician and a member of the United States House of Representatives for Maryland's 7 Congressional District. The district just over half of the city of Baltimore, most of the majority black precincts of Baltimore County, as well as most of Howard County. He previously served in the Maryland House of Delegates. He was a member of the Democratic Party and chair of the Committee on Oversight. Cummings was born on January 18, 1951 in Baltimore, the son of Ruth Elmer and Richard Cummings. His parents were sharecroppers. He was the third child of 7. Cummings graduated with honors from the Baltimore City College High School in 1969. He later attended Howard University in Washington, D.C., where he served in the student government as sophomore class president, student government treasurer, and later student government president. He became a member of Phi Beta Kappa Society and graduated in 1973 with a bachelor's degree in political science. Cummings graduated from law school at the University of Maryland School of Law, receiving his J.D. in 1976, and was admitted to Maryland Bar later that year. He practiced law for 19 years before first being elected to the House in 1996 elections. Cummings received 12 honorary doctoral degrees from universities across America, most recently an honorary doctorate of public service from the University of Maryland, College Park in 2017. But for 14 years, Cummings served in the Maryland House of Delegates. His predecessor, Lena King Lee, raised funds and campaigned for him years later. Cummings credited her with launching his political career. In the Maryland General Assembly, he served as chairman of the Legislative Black Caucus of Maryland and was the first African American in Maryland history to be named Speaker pro tempore, the second highest position in the House of Delegates. Cummings also served on several boards and commissions, both in and out of Baltimore. Those include Seed Schools of Maryland Board of Directors and University of Maryland Law School Board of Advisors. He served on numerous Maryland boards and commissions, including the Board of Visitors to the United States Navy Academy and the Elijah Cummings Youth Program in Israel. He was an honorary member of the Baltimore Zoo Board of Trustees. In addition to his many speaking engagements, he wrote a biweekly column for the Baltimore Afro-American newspaper. Cummings was a member of the Congressional Progressive Caucus. He served as chairman of the Congressional Black Caucus during the 108th United States Congress. Cummings received praise following the congressional panel hearings on steroids in 2008. While investigating the use of steroids in sports, the panel called numerous baseball players to testify, including former single-season home run record holder Mark McGwire. After McGwire answered many questions in a vague fashion, Cummings demanded to know if he was taking the fifth, referring to the Fifth Amendment. Referred to the Fifth Amendment. McGwire responded by saying, "I'm here to talk about the future, not about the past." The exchange came to the entire inquiry. Cummings introduced the Presidential and Federal Records Act amendments of 2014. As a bipartisan bill signed into law by President Barack Obama in December 2014, the bill, which Cummings co-sponsored, which Representative Dara Issa, Republican of California, is a set of amendments to the Federal Records Act and Presidential Records Act. Among the other provisions, the bill modernizes the definition of federal record to expressly include electronic documents. He supported the Smart Savings Act, a bill that would make the default investment into thrift savings plan, the TPS, an age-appropriate target date asset allocation investment fund. Instead of the Government Securities Investment Fund, the G Fund, Cummings called the bill a common sense change and argued that the bill would enable workers to take full advantage of of a diversified fund designed to yield higher returns. He introduced the All Circuit Review Extension Act, a bill that would extend for 3 years the authority for federal employees who appeal in a judgment of a Merit System Protection Board, the MSPB, to file their appeal at any federal circuit court or appeals instead of only the U.S. Court of Appeals for the D.C. Circuit. Cummings said that this program is important to extend because it allows whistleblowers to file appeals where they live rather than being limited to the Federal Circuit Court of Appeals. It's also said that the Federal Circuit Court of Appeals has an amble track record in whistleblowing cases. Wow. In the remarks at the 2016 Democratic National Convention, I don't know why I'm struggling to say his name. The 2016 Democratic National Convention. Cummings declared, "Our party does not just believe but demands that Black Lives Matter, but we also recognize that our community and our law enforcement works best when they work together." Five-term congressman for Maryland's 7th Congressional District, Kawasi Mufume, resigned in February 1996 to take the presidency of the NAACP. Cummings won a crowded 7-way Democratic primary, the real contest in a heavily Democratic black majority district, with a 37.5% of the vote. In the special election, he defeated Republican Kenneth Codner with over 80% of the vote. He defeated Codner again in November by a similar margin to win the seat in his own right. He was re-elected 11 more times since then, never dropping below 69% of the vote. He ran unopposed in 2006. His electoral history, Maryland's 7th Congressional District, man, he good grief, from 1996 to 2018, he won. 1996, 1998, 2000, 2002, 2004, 2006, 2008, 2010, 2012, 2014, 2016, 2018. This man, he won. I mean, and the votes is, I mean, and the percentage of how he won is remarkable. We're talking like 80.9, 83.5, 85.7%, 87%, 73.5, 73.4, 98.1%, 79.5, 75.2, 76.5. His lowest out of all was 69.7. If you round that off, that's still 70% of the votes. 74.9, 76.4%. And that just last year. Man, that's incredible. That's incredible. But Cummings lived in Madison Park community in Baltimore and was an active member of the New Psalmist Baptist Church. He was married to Mayor Rockymore Cummings, which was elected chairman of the Maryland Democratic Party in December of 2018. They have 3 children. In June 2011, his nephew, Christopher Cummings, son of his brother James, were murdered at his off-campus house near Old Dominion University in Norfolk, Virginia, where he was a student. Cummings underwent surgery to repair his aortic valve in May 2017 and was absent from Capitol Hill for 2 months. In July 2017, he developed a surgery-related infection, but returned to work. Cummings was later hospitalized for a knee infection. On October 17, 2019, Cummings died at Johns Hopkins Hospital at the age of 68. From spokeswoman stated, complications concerning long-standing health challenges. Man, it's very sad, man. I mean, he has a whole list of whole list of stuff, man. Things, achievements that he did throughout his life, man. He was, man, this man has done a lot for his, for himself, for his family, for our people, and he's going to be missed. He's going to be missed real dearly, and my prayers go out to his family, his children, all his loved ones, to everybody who adored him, who loved him. My heart goes out to you. I just wanted to share this. Just share this. It's not much, in the eyes of some people, but for me, it's a lot for me to just show my respect, and appreciate, black achievements for my people, because if you turn on our televisions and stuff like that, they only view us as being savages, as being murderers and being rapists and being incompetent, being people that unable to learn and function as a people, and not being able to raise our families, and being fatherless and being motherless and being drug addicts and all this his stuff. And here is this man Elijah Cummings, combated everything that Jim Crow threw at him. Everything that they said that he couldn't do, he achieved it all. And he worked hard for our people. For the advancement of our people, he worked hard and he dedicated his life for that, to that cause, for our people. So I salute him. I salute his wife. I salute his children, his family. I salute that. This is It's Just Boxing. Subscribe. Hit the like button. Press that bell icon to get all notifications of all new videos that I'm bringing to you all. Peace.